Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here.
Meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel.
Another week, another episode.
Wait, what did you say?
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of this week's episode of Van Helsing on Syfy, which was Season 3, Episode 12, The Christ Pose. So yeah, another week, another episode, the penultimate episode of the season. We got the finale next week. And it's a pretty good time if you're a Helsinger, if you're a Van Helsing fan. With the show just getting renewed for a fourth season, which I did a whole celebratory video on. I tweeted about like 2 or 3 times. I posted on Facebook like 2 or 3 times about it. It's just nice. It's reassuring. Me, my favorite episodes are always the Vanessa episodes, and we've had 2 episodes without her, but I'm not worried anymore, because we're going to have the awesome finale next week, and then we still know we're getting a 4th season, so I don't have to worry about there just being one more Vanessa episode, so yes. It's not just that either, though. I mean, I'm happy for the whole cast and crew again. Just congratulations. I'm so excited and relieved to see that we're going to be able to see more of what the superb 3rd season of the show laid out going into the 4th. But yeah, and just an early thing. Once the season's over, probably within a couple weeks after that, I'll probably be doing a video ranking my top 10 episodes of the series so far, which I'm pretty eager to do, along with another video idea or 2 I have. We'll see how that goes, though. But yeah, this episode I liked. Ironically, maybe not one of my absolute favorites of the season. You know me, I'm sometimes more lukewarm about the episodes without Vanessa, but it was still a pretty good one. I'm also not the biggest fan of Scarlett, but I understand her place in it, and she's definitely had her moments. Although I'm also not the biggest supporter of the whole her and Axel thing. I'm also glad they're not really forcing a love triangle necessarily with Vanessa. It's been done in a mature way, and I'm getting used to it. But yeah, I enjoyed this. We also had some focus on Phil, excuse me, and Jolene. As they sort of have different agendas and different motivations, which I thought was explored fairly well. Of course, with Phil wanting to get back to his wife, the facility where they're keeping everyone, and just sort of wanting to face her, either way, whether it's complete anger and, loathing, or if there's, possible forgiveness to be found. But, as Jolene tells him, you kind of got to find that within yourself to find, true forgiveness or have any, any chance of that. And Jolene eventually agrees to go with Flesh to find his wife, as long as they go back for Doc or, Sarah after the fact. And how's this going to go? Probably not that well. His wife she's probably already going to be dead, or she'll be killed. I don't know. Things just don't work out that well. Unfortunately for Phil, it seems like worst of all. And maybe. It's arguable. But it should be interesting for sure. I do think Jolene and Doc will reunite again somehow, though. And in the previews for finale next week, we see the introduction of Neil McDonough's character, who's been in a ton of shows and movies. It's cool to see him popping up in this. I'm hoping his role sort of is leading into a bigger 4th season one, because I think he'd be a cool presence on the show. But yeah, so that part was pretty good, especially when they have to strangle and kill the guy with the the handcuffs when he comes in looking for him, and then also when Phil takes 3 bullets, as he specified, for Jolene. So I enjoyed that, as well as the guy is sort of shaky with firing on him. He seemed like he was guilt-ridden at first that he did that, but then they pop up and Flesh hits him with a rock. There we go, calling him Flesh again. But yeah, so that part of it was fine. It was cool. It was really good seeing Jeff Kober on here, who again is another guy that's done a lot of shows and movies, but mostly shows, especially. He was on The Walking Dead. He was on Justified. You could go on and on. So I didn't know he was actually going to be in the show. So seeing him as sort of this recluse, we found out he's a pacifist. Which, of course, okay, how the hell has he survived this long? I don't know. We get a story about him and, some issues he had with his wife and everything with his job. And, how there's this, I forget if he says a twister, tornado, or something like that had touched down, and then he was spared for some reason. So he started living his life as a better man, not really intervening, but according to Scarlett, has the greatest luck she's ever known. And I did like the skirmish that Axel and Scarlett were involved in after they had reunited due to Scarlett's castaway, solution. Wilson and everything like that. I like the skirmish they had with the vampires there. Axel uses this shotgun. It, of course, was the barrel is screwed up, so he ends up going temporarily blind. And Scarlett ends up using this vampire to bite him to actually heal him. And it luckily doesn't turn him again, with how that works now. But the main part of the episode is probably her conversations. I forget Jeff Kober's name in this episode. But yeah, just sort of different ideologies, sort of coming from 2 different walks of life at this point, sort of at 2 different stages. So I thought that was an interesting back and forth between him and Missy Peregrine. So yeah, I enjoyed this. It may be within my least favorite few of the season, but again, it's not like I have a bad episode of the show in my head or anything. It's just about personal preferences, really. Depending on which parts of the story are your favorites. It's just natural. But still, pretty good, which is why I'm giving this episode about an 8.5, 8.7 out of 10, somewhere in there. And yeah, the preview for the finale next week definitely has me excited. It looks like Sam or Vanessa are going to be the elder, or the new elder. We'll see how that actually goes, though. Either way, I'm ready for a final showdown with Sam. I think it's about time. It should be brutal and awesome as hell, though, so I can't wait. And I'm sure there's going to be a couple crazy wrenches thrown in as well. So yeah, thank you guys a lot about this one. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe. Also, it looked like he was walking on water at the end, then you see the little, the planks or the little dock there. And he sort of gets a laugh out of that. But yeah, anyway, catch you guys next time. Peace.